G'day, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. How are we doing? The Steelers are 4-3. Sorry for yelling. I'm a bit too excited. That was too much right there. The Steelers are 4-3. What a big win yesterday. We're going to do a review of the game over the Steelers versus Browns. The Steelers win the game in Cleveland. What they win by? 15-10. Bloody unbelievable. I got a few things to cover as we go into this review, looking over the Steelers, some of the players. We'll go through some of the stats. We'll talk about the field goal. We'll talk about Mike Tomlin. Some people are hating Mike Tomlin for some reason. And this is the point in the season where you need to get on or off. We'll talk about the players of the O-line and DJ and Claypool. If you guys got any comments as well, put the comments in. We'll do a live show of a review. We're also going to watch the Steelers highlights. We're going to watch some highlights from the channel called It's Yinsberg. Tyler does amazing work there, so I'm helping him out, and he's helping me out too. We'll watch some of his videos with our Steelers. But firstly, I wanted to start off this broadcast, I guess, with just the big play and the play that's g'day, Patricia. The play that's that everyone's talking about right now is that fake field goal. I'll be very honest, and I'll talk about it too in Behind the Steel Curtain. I didn't like the idea. I didn't like the idea behind the fake field goal at all. I think if you're going in to be 3-3 at the halftime, you have opportunity to kick the field goal and go 6-3, go halftime, go to the locker room. The worst part about that decision, even Mike Tomlin came out and talked about it, was, "G'day, Andrew, mate." Mike Tomlin came out and said, "You know what? I shouldn't have got Boswell in that position. Boswell got hurt. That's the worst thing. He got concussed. There should have been a flag." Actually, we'll talk about the refs too. The refs will come up. Should have been a flag there. That was terrible. So I was pretty angry at that time. Mike Tomlin knows he stuffed up. That was a bad call. Now, if that call goes off and say there's a touchdown, then this whole conversation is non-existent. No one cares. It's the best play we've ever seen. So bad call. I think some of you guys would agree with me. It was a bad call. We end up winning. Boswell got smashed, like with a helmet to helmet, and there's no flag thrown. Next point. There has been talk around town in the Facebook land and ideas around Mike Tomlin, and he's not a good coach, and he hasn't done this. This has been the narrative for the last 3 or 5 years. He can't win in the playoffs. He's a terrible coach. Yada, 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 yada. I want to say to a lot of people who are the Mike Tomlin haters or the Fire Tomlin crew, this is your point. If the Steelers go on to the win this season now, being 4-3, going into Cleveland and winning that game in Cleveland was a massive task to do. This is your point right now, being 4-3. Either say everything you want to say and say Mike Tomlin's the worst and he's the worst coach you've ever seen in your life. Bring it up and get it out, because the Steelers have a good chance to go on and start to get some more victories after victories. The Bears at home on Monday Night Football wearing the color rush uniforms is going to be exciting. That will go off. They're bringing in the Lions as well, and then we go on to LA, the Chargers. So this is the point now, being 4-3. If you want to say Mike Tomlin sucks and he's the worst coach ever in history for our Steelers, tell me who's better, and tell me who else can do a better job, or just tell me how he's just an awful coach, pretty much. I don't think he's an awful coach. He does make silly decisions sometimes. That field goal was not a good decision. Overall, though, he's a good coach. The other idea was that the players, he won the Super Bowl, but he didn't win with his players. Nobody owns any players. The players are, you work for an organization. Tomlin's just a leader. He was leading that team for Super Bowl 43. They're not Bill Cowher's players. They're no one's players. You are your own man to a certain degree. So I don't understand like that. And when Tomlin came out and said he's not going to coach for a college, never say never, but never. The people who are on the Fire Tomlin crowd, you have to tell me who's going to be better than him. Because right now in the NFL, the Houston Texans suck, Atlanta Falcons suck, the Jets are terrible even though they won. The Giants aren't too good. The Broncos have no real offense. They're pretty bad. Tell me who is better than Mike Tomlin. The Jaguars are terrible. They're 1-6. There are so many bad teams, and we are in a good spot being 4-3. Okay, enough said about that. Also wanted to bring up another mate in here. Owen David is a UK guy. He runs he's running a group now called Pittsburgh. Runs a group there. I might tag it in the page later. He also brought up that next week is if Mike Tomlin wins next week, we beat the Bears at home. That's Mike Tomlin's 150th win. So I'm just sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing the fire Tomlin crowd. We don't need that. He's our coach. He's one of the best coaches. This is your chance to jump off the wagon or just hold your peace and enjoy the season. But let's talk about the game as well. What are your thoughts about Andrew even says here, Andrew says that Muth was open. Yeah, Muth had a great day. Fryer Muth had such a fantastic day. I believe, let's look at the stats just quickly. What did he do? Frymuth was 4 for 44, 1 TD, and 7 targets. Muth, he's playing really well as number 1 tight end. We don't know what's going to happen with Ebron if he's coming back. Will they trade Ebron? I don't know. Kevin Radar, no, my apologies. Zach Gentry played really well too for those tight ends. This whole offense and Big Ben played amazingly with the offense. DJ went off. Najee's going off. I just think we need someone. We need someone in the second running back role. McFarland tried to come in and did a few things. We just need someone in that backfield that can help Najee out. I don't care who it is. Snell had 1 carry. If we go into the stats again, I believe Najee ended up running for like 90 yards. Najee did 26 carries, 90 yards, 3.5 average, 1 TD. Claypool had a good one off the edge for 16 yards. Ray had a run too. McFarland had one run, that's surprising actually. And I thought, sorry, Snell had a catch for 7 yards. So there you go. So our second leading receiver, rushing guy, is a receiver. So we definitely need someone in the backfield. We need someone in the backfield to help Najee out. Najee can't do it all. And I agree with you, Andrew. I don't think they will trade him. But it's a good problem to have 2 or 3 good tight ends. I think our tight ends this year have played unbelievable and played so much better than last year as well. And even the last pass to DJ was like, Big Ben's old. Another few comments I saw, I was in a comment rage today. I saw some comments saying, Big Ben's too old and he's aging and like we need to think about the future. Yeah, you got to think about the future, but you've also got this year. This year is the one that we are 4-3, and we have 2 big games where we can beat the Browns, beat the Bears, and we can beat the Lions too. So things are going to start to happen, and don't give up. Don't give up on the Steelers' Big Ben. Yes, he's the oldest guy in that room, but he played a good game yesterday. He didn't turn the ball over. This offense is moving all around. They're getting everyone involved. Probably the only person they're not getting involved yet is James Washington. So, yeah. Hey, look, it was – look, I don't know what you guys think, but I think overall a lot of people are saying, we snuck away with a win and it was a win, but it felt like a loss. There were some moments in there where you're up and down like a roller coaster, but it was a damn good win. To see Baker do that fist pump or whatever he did that he got knocked out of bounds. Fist bump. He's like, yeah, we're the best. So you're like, mate, you just it's the Steelers have beaten you 37 times now in 20 years. Okay? We've got to be cool, calm, and collected and let the Browns run their mouth and say they're the best team because they're not. Because now the Browns are sitting at 4-4. I'm just saying we're a sneaky one to get up there. The Ravens will hopefully collapse. The Bengals probably don't know what to do with the fandom and the stardom of being the best team. No. Let's go into some of these highlights. I'm going to watch these highlights with this. So the channel's called It's Yinsberg. I even think, Andrew, you shared it the other day or yesterday or today. You shared this video, and I was like, damn, why'd you share it? I was like, I was going to do it for this. But Tyler, he runs a good program. He's got 22 subscribers on his YouTube. He does some good work. Let's chuck this on and have a bit of a gaze at his work and the Steelers win yesterday. And see if it works. All right. Did that work? All right, let's go. It's Yinsberg. Can you guys hear that?
You don't fear that.
I can't hear it.
You welcome it. Your punishment must be more severe.
Wait, can you guys hear that? I think it's stuffed up.
I guess so.
100%. Why can't I hear it? All right, I can't hear it, but we're going to start again. All right. I don't know why I can't hear it. Which sucks. But basically, you got the Browns coming out. Yeah, we're the best team. We're the best team with the Super. We're going to win Super Bowls here and there. And you're not Mayfield. You're a terrible Mayfield. No, this guy does really good work too. He's brilliant, and I got his permission as well. So that's awesome. Already off the side there, we had TJ in there and getting Baker. Back to Frymouth, always pushing his legs too. Doesn't stop pushing his legs. Najee up the guts. Man, Najee played unreal yesterday. Good tackle here too. The pursuit was a bit all over the shop, but Schobert and crew came in. Big Ben on the rollout. You never see that. Back to DJ. Yeah, Big Ben can't move. Bullshit. Faker Mayfield on the... Oh, man. Faker went down. Great pass to DJ. DJ is playing lights out for us. Claypool on the edge, number 76 Chooks. Back there with Harris. Like, this offense is moving everywhere. It's last year we were so predictable. This year is... I can't predict what we're going to do. TJ with the wrap-up. Doesn't get fined. Great. Number 7 again. 7's got time. Good out route to get to. A great pass in the third quarter. Claypool. Another one to Frymouth. Get out of my way, son. See you later. Going to fall forward. Yeah. We're playing very aggressive. And bam! We're playing very physical as well. It's good to see a young offense play this physical. There we go. And we should have had this... we should have had the 2-pointer, but the flags were all over the shop. Zach Gentry had a good game too. Too big. He's 7 foot tall, man. He had a massive game. Get out of my way, son. Najee's got speed on the edge. We're just playing with tenacity. I'm going to watch this game again. I can't wait. The O-line's giving us time. Gentry over the middle. So, we're definitely playing better than last year. And we've lost more games too. Claypool, and this is the catch to Frymouth. Where stupid Romo said, "Oh, we're going Claypool now. We're going bam. See you later, mate. 1-2." Yeah, touchdown, 15-10. What a weird score. I think that's it. Oh no. Here we go, Landry. Schobert's been, in my view, a bit quiet, and then he gets a fumble. TJ Watt is all around the shop. I can't wait till they feast off. They verse the Bears. Alex Highsmith with a massive tackle on the backfield there. Oh, and the game winner, pretty much. Oh, this is the game winner. DJ, see you later, mate. To the 50, to the 40, to the. Oh, go down. Goes down, and that's it. And mate, it was a great victory. We've now won, and look how passionate Big Ben is. So passionate. Yeah, he doesn't want to win, and then Faker Mayfield's going to have a bit of a cry. Man, I loved it. As I come back to the screen, I don't know if there was any music to that, or if you guys could even hear that. Jeez Louises. Let me catch up with the comments. Yeah, it was too good to... Yeah. It's Yinsberg, that video there. I'll put it in the description. I share all his stuff. He does some really cool things. He puts some really good Pittsburgh stuff together, hype up videos, you name it. No, Banner. So Banner was a scratch. Zach Banner was a healthy scratch. So when does he come into the offense? He's a big unit too. You've now got Frymouth, Gentry, Ebron, but Ebron doesn't really like to block. He's not a blocking tight end. And if Zach Banner's there with like Moore or those kind of guys, there's some big units up front that can really push his pocket forward and give Najee the holes to run around. We have not seen the end of this. This is like last year, it felt like we were going 11-0. We're winning the games. Yeah, we're winning games, but it was the same kind of offense. This year, it feels like we're learning every single game. Yesterday watching that game was like this offense is learning every single time. And it's even without our mate Juju, it's brilliant to see. It's brilliant to see. Like Andrew says here, the stiff arm. It's passion, physicality, man. The physicality, like how physical they're playing against the opposition is amazing. So you can be a star-studded receiver like Landry or like Odell Beckham Jr., which he's terrible. But if you're playing physical, and once his defense starts to play physical too, and people still count us out. We're 4-3 now, and no one really cares about us. We're going to be in the playoffs because no one gives a shit. Sorry for swearing. Because like we're the Steelers and we got terrible this, and it's just comical, man. So comical that we beat the Browns at home, and they're meant to be the Super Bowl champions. So let's put it that way. Patricia says Ben owns Baker. 100% he does. Ben has now 24 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw against the Browns. And I agree with you 100%. They play with heart and passion, and something they haven't done in a long time. Not saying nothing against like Connor or AB or guys like that, but they haven't done it, or Pouncey, they haven't done that maybe in the last few years. And Cam Hayward's leading that. He's playing with passion. He's out there, getting behind it. And TJ, and they're just starting to. Devin Bush, for me, is still coming off that injury. He's still a bit hurt, bit sore. And Schobert starting to learn the defense. But once Schobert, he did that massive play with a fumble, it's going to give them confidence, man. Trey Norwood's going to start building confidence. That's what it's all about. And now we can go into week 9 against the Bears at home, Monday Night Football. Hopefully they wear the color rush. And I agree, just me. Hello. What a game. Like, it was an amazing game. It was just, you got to, we'll count it out, I guess, in that game. And sorry. The best thing was, I didn't like the flags and the penalties. Actually, the penalties on both sides, I didn't like the way how the Browns got penalties and how the Steelers got penalties. That game was terrible. Officiating, one of the worst games I've seen in ages. The game went that long because it felt like every 5 plays there was a flag being thrown. And you're like, are you kidding? They're holding on Big Ben at the line where he went for the QB sneak. He was going to get a touchdown. That wasn't holding. And to a certain degree, you don't need to throw that flag there, because if that was a run and there was like 4 or 5 people there holding and you're in the trenches, you don't need to throw a flag in that situation. A flag for holding, maybe if you make a big run, it just didn't need to be said. There's certain flags that weren't thrown on DJ near the end zone before the touchdown to Freiermuth. That was terrible. This officiating, the refs need to get out of the game. Get out of the game and just call what is meant to be a flag, but don't call every single thing. It's like they're almost like second questioning the game. And yeah, my apologies, just me. I get a bit fired up, and it's a bit easier than behind the steel curtain because I guess I can swear to a certain degree. I also, just me brings up too. Was worried about Gentry, but he did good. He played really good, and I think it's just how the sheer size of that guy, and if he can have time, if him and Freiermuth and Ebron are out there, can start to have time to find certain routes and develop in the route game and move around, he'll be a physical player. He'll be a very physical player to take down. He's 6'7". If he can start to catch things, yeah, he's going everywhere. And exactly. The penalties were just, honestly, on both sides. On both sides of that football, the penalties and flags, as I'm going to watch the game again tonight, it's going to be very hard to watch because every 3rd or 4th snap, flag comes out. Like it's like someone sneezed and a flag comes out. Excellent point, just me. should roughing the pass have been called on Boz? 100%. He's technically a quarterback, and it was helmet to helmet, and he got smashed. There definitely should have been some sort of flag. So they were calling things that didn't need to be called, like false starts that were like 1 second off, or like holding, and just there was no pass interference, but there was certain things that just like, what are you doing? If you guys got any more questions, I'll start to wrap it up. It's quite hard to talk for 30 minutes without breathing. I gotta breathe. I gotta calm down a little bit. Thanks everyone for coming in. Like, you got look. I know you guys will. We got to stick with this team being 4-3. A lot of people are saying fire Tomlin, get rid of this guy, get rid of that guy. Big Ben's aging. He's terrible. He's this. He's that. Man, it's a long season. It's such a long season. The only real worry I have now is we just need someone behind Najee to carry the ball about 10 times and be effective. So if that's McFarland to carry it 5 to 10 times to help out the running game, get first downs, help Ben out, help in the blocking scheme, because I don't want to see Najee play 90% of the time, all the time, because you're really going to put wear and tear. However, it is really fun to see Najee with that football, and he's playing with such passion. So it's excellent to see him. And Patricia says here, it was a buzzer. Boswell got knocked out. And another reason why I didn't like the call, Boswell gets knocked out and your backup kicker is Presley Harvin. And you're thinking, okay, who's going to, we're going for field goals or what? However, that also, having no kicker kind of, lit a spark up in the offense. And they were saying, we have to win it by ourselves now. But even the defense came alive. I think we won 3 in a row, and I think we had to win that game yesterday against the Super Bowl Browns. But we're not playoffs just yet. But we're getting so close to a point where if we can win against the Bears on Monday Night Football, which is going to be a great game, and we should be able to beat the Lions 0-7, or they're 0-8. No, they'll be 0-7. They have a bye. Then we could go 6-3, and then we're going down to LA. We're going to LA 6-3 Steelers, and who would have thought that if we do win 5 in it, okay, if we do win 5 in a row, that our Steelers are 5 in a row, and it's always if you're really bad at something, it's better to improve than to regress. And if you're 100%, like Odell Beckham Jr., who was amazing, now is going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always better to get better. Just Me says that Najee was close to 100 yards. Yeah, no, I understand that. I do understand that he is our number one. I get that. I just wish our number 2 running back, whoever that may be, can carry the football for 5 to 10 times. A bit like how we used to use Williams with Bell. Even to a certain extent, we used Samuels a little bit. We need that second running back. We need 2 people. And you're saying who's going to hold the ball? I'm not sure. I don't know. If Boswell is out this week, I don't know. It might be Mason. Maybe Mason, if he's dressed, he might come in and hold the ball. So I'm not too sure. And we don't have a number 2. But Lars, he had one go. I just think consistently wise, we don't have. Maybe it doesn't feel like we have a number 2. Does that make sense? Like, Najee's doing so much of the workload. He's doing so many things, and they're amazing. He's running his little legs as hard as he can, and that 4th and 1 play was so good. Like he's trying his heart out, and then Ant Max getting in there, McFarland or Snell had a good play. But it doesn't feel like they have a certain package to run these guys for our number 2. And when that starts to progress and use that, however, same time, if we don't have a number 2, they might use the tight end game more. They're going to start using the tight ends a lot more in certain passes. And we're not even getting to the point where if Claypool can start to go off, and I'll tell you the best player right now is DJ. DJ is playing lights out. If we haven't got DJ, I think we have a problem, to be honest. I think he's even playing to a certain extent, maybe better or maybe a bigger role than Najee. Now that's 50-50, right? But if there's no DJ, I think some of these drives we go 3 and out because he's expressing himself out there and he's extending the field and getting open. It's almost like he's got a chip on his shoulder this year to really show who DJ is. So yeah, it's super fun. Like I think this offense is a work in progress. And you saw it from the Green Bay game as we're coming up. It's a work in progress, and it's going to get better and better and better and better. Patricia says here, do you think Boz can clear? I hope so, but I don't want to rush the bloke. Being concussed, I think I've been concussed once, but it was to my own doing. I was at a bar, and I walked down. You know when you walk down steps, and there's like a headway above you. I had a few sherbets. I was drinking a few things, and I ran down and like jumped into it. I didn't remember it was there. I think when you concuss, just everything kind of goes funny for the week. It's like you don't feel like you're yourself. So even if Boz is back, I don't know if he'll be that clear to kick something, to be in that motion to be allowed to do those things. So first and foremost, I think with Boz being the kicker. If he is back, I don't think he'll be 100%. He might miss a kick or two just because getting knocked out is not easy. It's a real concern, as Just Me says. And I agree. This is exactly why. Andrew says here, have a look at what's happening with the Titans. With Henry out, we need another running back to help us out. I agree with you 100%. Derrick Henry is one of my favorite running backs to watch. He's the biggest unit you ever see in your life. Dreadlocks and all. He's got thighs the size of like houses. And now he's injured and he's out for the whole season, I think. I think I heard the whole season that he's out. So Henry was almost at 1,000 yards. He was looking to push 2,000 yards again. Mate, Najee can start to do these things, but I think if we, use him 80% and use the other players 20%, it's going to help us out in the long run for playoffs, for the longevity of Najee. Same time, though, you watch Najee run, and he's just like, I don't care, mate. I just want. You see him fly over the goal line, like that was just, yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking a bit about the future. I want to see here another number 2. I don't care who it is. If it's Ed Mack to come in there for 10 carries and get 40 yards or 30 yards and help this offense go, that's change of pace, guy, something like that. Yeah, we are. Just me, we are counting on our rookies a little bit, aren't we? Kevin Green and then is it Kevin Green? No, that's wrong. I've stuffed up the center. Kevin Green was the now I can't think of his name. Now looks, what's his name? What's the center's name? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I'm looking it up. I'm gonna look. Oh, Kendrick Green? Yeah, Kendrick, not Kevin. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys on this team who are stepping up. I'm going to start to wrap it up, guys, but I just want to say, and I know you guys aren't haters, but there are a lot of people out there that put everything away. Yeah, we lose 3, or we might as well go and get the number 1 draft pick. Oh, Ben's old. Oh, Ben's terrible. Oh, Mike Tomlin can't win in the playoffs. He's not a real coach. Stuff all that noise. There's a reason why we love our Steelers and why we follow. And I said it before. I don't wait 9 months to watch football for 3 games and then turn it off. I don't do that. I watch every single game that I can. And it wouldn't matter if you had Joe Blow Schmo throwing the quarterback or Slow Joe running the ball. I don't care who wears the jersey, as long as they're a good person, and that's it. If they're a good person, fine. Put them in, put a jersey on them, and let's see what they can do. We have a big chance this week to really catch up in the AFC North against the Bears. The Bears are coming into our stadium. We're 4-3. I'm not even sure what they are. They might be 3-5. I don't know. Let's have one look. What are the Bears? I think they're 3-5. Or maybe they're worse than that. There you go. The Bears are 3-5. They have lost 3. So all those people out there saying Mike Tomlin's terrible and we can't coach, the Lions are 0-3. The Seahawks are 3-5. There are teams way worse than us. Washington, you name it. You name it. Hey, that's heaps good. Yeah, 12 people showed up. Yeah, you just gotta, and I think we know, as being a Steeler fan too, it's the ebb and flow season. It's like there's 17 games. Now there's 17. And you can't win them all. You can't win them all. You've lost it up here. You're Looney Tunes if you think you can win every single one. There's no way that you can win every single one. It comes to a point where this is the reason why I watch football is to enjoy it as much as I can. And it's the wild ride. We're seeing what Najee can do. We're seeing what Frymuth can do. We're seeing what Arthur Millet's coming to the team, what he can do. Trey Norwood. It's like, the key phrase, who do you support? You support your team. You look after your team and go, yeah, I support them because they're my team. It's like, it's in the name. If you give up on your team, what's the point in watching? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you give up when we're a true supporter, a true fan of the team? And that's what it comes down to. But you guys know that too. All right, I've rambled on way too much. 33 minutes have already expired. I appreciate everyone coming in. Just me and Pat from Behind the Steel Curtain. Everyone from the Facebook land. Andrew, all of you are so cool. The next time you see me, I'll be doing the AFC North rundown. Hopefully, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. So that'd be great. We'll see how that goes. But I've got some good content with the AFC North coming down. I'm starting to work on a few things. So, yeah, appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to play this last video, as I always do, when I was at the Steelers versus Ravens Christmas Day game. Excuse my language in this one too, but it's kind of funny. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. All right, what is going on today? My video didn't work, so it's just me for one more minute. Hey, just me. No idea why my video didn't work. So here we go, Steelers. Keep supporting our team. We got to keep believing that we can do it. Big Ben has his team going. Cam has his team going. For some reason, my stupid video didn't work, and I'll catch you guys later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.